Hey y'all, so I am back and I was just filming this intro talking to myself. So let me start over. So I just showed you guys how I did this hair. This hair is from Hiwigs. This is the box here. I did already film an initial video. But in that video, I don't think I showed y'all everything. But yeah, so I did cut the hair and this is how I ended up doing it this time. I still have a little bit of flyaways. I need to lay that down. But yeah, so this is the box that the hair came in, and then this is the bag that the hair came in. This is a lace wig that came constructed. It is a 13x6 lace frontal wig. The density of this hair is 150 and the length was 12 inches. I did cut it because 12 was just like kind of a weird length for me and I really wasn't feeling it. So also in here I did get a wig grip, which is great because you can use this instead of actually having to glue or gel down your wig. You could just use this in the place of it and it will hold your wig on really nice. I have used one of those before that I purchased myself. So if y'all want to see a video on how to use that to lay a wig down, then let me know. But yeah, so they also sent some lashes in here as well. And then you also get this with their info on it. It's basically like a coupon and you can get like money off if you make like a video or you do like a Instagram post or something like that. And then they also have lace. They also have wig caps in here as well. So that's everything that came in the box. And like I said, I did cut this hair down. In the first video, I do think I show you how I cut it a little bit, but I did go back and cut it more off camera just to get the length and everything even like how I wanted it to be. And initially in the first video, I did curl this hair in like some, you know, like curls, different layers, stuff like that. But I wasn't really feeling it that much. But some of y'all liked it. So, you know, let me know what you think. But I like it better straight. I kind of wanted to do a side part. But I was like, nah, I'm just going to rock out with the middle part this time. Because the other way it was in a side part. So yeah, this is the hair. And don't forget to take out your clips around your head. Well, not clips, but combs. Because I feel like if you're going to wear it shorter, something like this, take the combs out. Because it just does not lay as flat here like you need it to if you leave the combs in. So yeah, that's it. Watch the video, see how I did this hair. I'm about to go to lunch and I'm gonna be back because I got more stuff to film. So yeah, I love you guys. How this lighting is. I am struggling with lighting at my station to get it just right. I turned on my light over me, my ring light, and then my vanity light as well. So I don't know, it might be too much light, it might be washing me out, so we'll see. But anyways, yes, I already showed y'all this hair in another video, but I had put some curls in it and put it in a side part. Not my favorite. So what I did was I did go in and straighten the hair out. Sorry, the camera just shook. But I did go in and straighten the hair out. I did already wear it out, but the wig has came up because I had just did like a little quick install and I've slept in it. So the hair needs to be re-straightened and everything like that. But we're going to be wearing it straight today. So I'm just going to go through how I style it with y'all. So I'm going to be taking my Vanity Planet flat iron, which is a wet to dry. I will put a link down below. I always say that and I forget, but this is like my favorite flat iron and I have it on for 50, which is the highest. My hair is completely dry, so you know, but I still like it, not just for wet hair. But what I'm gonna do is just kind of straighten it and put a slight bump in it. And yeah, just gonna go through and straighten the hair out and make everything look nice and pretty and everything like that. So with this hair, it was longer originally, but I did cut it just because like the length that it was, I really wasn't feeling it like initially. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like a little shoulder length. But then I just cut too much and then it was a bob. So it was like, okay, I'm gonna commit to a bob because I didn't have no choice at that point. I had already cut too much off. So I just continued cutting. And then like originally the first day that I put this wig on and I had kind of like gelled it down, you know, the lace and all of that, I started cutting it while it was on my head. And then the length was uneven, like I couldn't see the back. And you know, I really wasn't planning on cutting the hair. I just was gonna trim it up and make it a little shorter. So I ended up having to take the wig off, wear another wig that day, and then come back and go ahead and style the wig on my mannequin, like finish cutting it, because it's just easier to get a good cut on a mannequin because you can see the back, the sides, everything like that. But it's still, I mean, I feel like it works good for me if I start it on my head, because then that way I know exactly how it's gonna fall and all of that. So that's just a little tip on cutting it. I think in the first video, because I haven't edited it yet, but of course it will be up before this video, but I can't remember if I did show some footage of me actually cutting the wig while it was on my head. But when I did it on the mannequin, I didn't film that at all, because I really was just going back in, trimming up everything to get it pretty even across. So yeah, this hair is nice on this wig. And also another thing that I would suggest is if you cut your hair short like this, or even if you have like a bob wig that you order from a site or something that already comes cut into a bob, those combs that are in the wig get in the way, and they do not let your bob lay as flat as it should and make it look as good as it should. And I have had some bobs before, and it's like, yo, why is it not giving me what I needed to give me? And it's because of those combs that come in the wig. This time I took all of the combs out that were at the top of this wig all together, and this wig can lay really nice and really flat. So now the wig is not on, so we are going to go in and lay it down. I already sprayed it down before, so they may have like some leftover gel hairspray. So I'm gonna get my spray, because that's all we're gonna be doing. I don't want to gel it down. And in a way, I kind of just want to do the center, because it's not like I'm gonna be doing anything where you will be able to see it. But of course, if you're going out, then go ahead and spray the whole thing down. I may end up doing that, I don't know. Let's just do it. Now I'm gonna lay the wig down. I'm gonna take my hot comb a little bit and just flatten this back out some. Oh Lord, please don't. No. You can see how the wig looks. I feel like the knots on this wig are a little bit bigger than I would like them to be, because I feel like it makes it more noticeable. Like you can see the knots. Yeah, Versace just scared me. Okay, so you can see the knots pretty good on it, but I did go in and kind of remove some hairs. Okay, dolls, so I'm just going to do a voiceover here so it's not dead air, and I didn't want to just play music. So I'm just taking my hot comb and just making sure that everything is nice and flat here before I actually go ahead and spray it down, because it just makes it easier. You can lift it up a little bit so it's not directly on your head. And then I'm going to be taking my Got To Be spray and spraying down the lace. It wasn't very much lace left like on the edges or anything, which is going to help if you don't want to put baby hairs and stuff like that. Like you won't have all that extra lace in the front and stuff like that. So I'm just going to clip the hair back and continue to spray the hair down. And then I'm also going to go in and blow dry it into place. I didn't use any gel, and I didn't end up spraying it down all the way around the perimeter or the edges area. I just put it kind of more so in the middle center section. So after I spray it down, I'm going to take my blow dryer and then go ahead and just blow dry it into place so that it can stay down where we put it at. And then of course, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. This is like a super easy install method, like super fast. You can do this kind of like every day if you have to, but the hairspray does hold pretty good, so you don't really have to do it every single day. You can do it, and probably after maybe like 2 or 3 days, then maybe you will have to go back in and reapply it, just depending on how oily you get or whatever. So yeah, and how good you tie it up as well. So Now I'm just moving on to the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing with spraying it down and blow drying it into place. I zoomed in a little bit here so you can kind of see a little bit better. And there's like a little bit of extra lace on the edge, but not very much. So this is just going to help it melt in even more. And kind of like the area that I had plucked for my baby hair section, I kind of did go in and trim it off. Just because it was a little thin and I really just was not feeling the first install. So yeah, so now I'm going in and I'm just plucking it a little bit in the parting area, and then I'm going to take the hot comb, flip it around and flatten that area out. And then I'm just going back in and smoothing down any areas and flat ironing them again, going over them, just polishing up the style. And anywhere if you can see like a little dent in the hair from where the hot comb was at, I just go back in with the flat iron and kind of smooth that out so it doesn't have any of those lines in it. So yeah. Okay, guys, so I am done getting glam. So this is the finished result of the hair. And I just tied it down for a little bit just to make sure that this is nice and flat. So basically I just flat ironed it and laid it down just like from here to here. I didn't lay the ear tabs down because I'm probably not going to be wearing this wig that long. I have a little bit of flyaway, so I'm just going to take some mousse and kind of lay those little pieces down instead of adding hairspray. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this hair. So if you guys have questions, you can leave them down below. And don't forget to make your wig lay flatter. Take the combs out around the top part because just trust me, it's going to be life-changing. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you guys have questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye, guys.